Leo, I love you so much. And I know that sometimes I have to say harsh things to you. Today, I just wanted to give you a little bit of like a compliment sandwich. And the middle is just going to be a little bit of, I don't want to use the term warning, but just this is about pride. This is about pride for this full moon. So I want to say that you've been doing a lot of great work. You know, when the sun is in Sag, you are activated AF. This is a trine. And the grid behind me is for a Leo rising, but this can always be watched by a Leo sun as well as a Leo moon to get the vibrations. This is my full moon reading in Gemini. And so I want you to ask yourself, when was the last time that you said, I was wrong? And when was the last time you said, I'm sorry? When was the last time you said, I made a mistake? Or, I respect your opinion, and I'm sorry to see you go. Or, that was my fault. I really made a mistake there. So we have the sun over here in Sagittarius. We have Mars as well as Mercury in Sagittarius. This is highlighting your house of creativity, play, romance, childlike spirits, and kiddos, if you're interested in those. For some of my Leos, you might, babies might be on the brain, might be on the mind. I want to highlight that the moon is over here in our house of community, friendships, and wishes for the future. This is normally an Aquarian run house, which is an air sign as well, but it's in the sign of Gemini for you. So we're looking at play, we're looking at fun, we're looking at community, friendships, all different things. But what I really want to highlight is the fact that we have Venus conjunct the South Node over here in our house of communications, language, early learning, and short trips. This is in a sign of Libra. This is a lot of air activity going on. So I really want you to look at your ego and look at why you're saying the things that you're saying. Mercury is in Sagittarius, so it's very, I'm the guy, hey guy, what's going on? I'm gonna fucking say the things without even recognizing I'm saying the fucking things. Like, don't start a sentence and not know how to end it. Don't talk to fill up space. Be aware of what I'm saying and why. What I'm doing and why. Yeah. There's an interesting straddling that has really just popped out at me for each reading, which is Pluto right over here at 28 degrees of Capricorn and Saturn right over here at 0 degrees of Pisces, straddling your 7th house of relationships. Do not keep people in your life just to have someone there. We've talked about this before, and not every one of you is going to have these issues. For, my evolved Leos that are watching this, we have Jupiter and Uranus retrograde in Taurus. So we're aware that right now we might not be the main character. Might be Sag, might be Aries, but we have a trine. The sun is trining. This is for a Leo, actually, no, just look at Leo's sun to start off with. When the sun is in a fire sign, that's a trine to your natal sun. So you can look at, that will happen for you. This is, 4 months after your birthday. What is working? What really isn't working? How far have you come? What seeds did you actually plant around your birthday? What did you really want? And are you trying to do the cheap way of getting there? Don't do that. Don't do that. It's funny that Virgo runs your 2nd house of money and Lilith is in your 2nd house of money right now. So yeah, don't do things cheap at all, please. Don't half-ass it. There's travel. We've been talking about Christmas being a really exciting time for you. Yeah, there's a lot of change that's coming for you in the next year, I'd say. The next year to year and a half, I'd say the next year, 2024, some of you might be moving, some of you might be pregnant, creating life. I just want you to be aware that your old communication patterns that got you here will not be the communication patterns that you need moving forward. You will need to whittle new, very mature tools, and one of them will just be, being quiet and not saying anything. Maybe go back and watch the Aries full moon video, which is about saying less. That's literally what it's titled, say less. Just bite your tongue until it bleeds. It's kind of the image just popping into my brain right now that I'm going to leave you with, Leo, is, when you have a teacher or a substitute teacher and, they're saying, all right, everyone, quiet down. And everyone's still throwing shit around the room and all this thing is still going on and the hullabaloo. And they're like, please be quiet. 1, 2, 3. And nobody. But then the second they sit down silently, and everyone's like, oh, shit. And they just, whoops. That's the vibe I want for you. You got this, Leo. Thank you for being here.